Good evening, everyone. I'm back again. I'm doing two shows today, and I just want to talk about forgiveness and how that is very important in all of our lives. We all are challenged by different emotions, different situations that can change the trajectory of everything that we go through. And forgiving is one of the hardest things to do in this life because when somebody does something wrong to you, or they manipulate you for a majority or a point in your life that still affects you now, it's hard to forgive them because to you that may be seen as weakness. But forgiving can be one of the strongest things you ever do in your life because you're setting yourself free. Because whatever they've done to you or still doing to you, in the long run, is going to be their transgressions that they have to live with. And when doors don't open up for them or certain things happen to them that's unexplainable, it will all come from the wrong energy and all the turmoil they put you through that they're getting back in return through karma. It's very tough to talk to a person about forgiveness because there are some things that people, no matter, even if it will save their soul, they wouldn't forgive. Because to them, it felt like the action or concurrent actions took away their soul. And now they're walking around with a cold heart. And that's something I can totally understand because me personally, I've dealt with things that it took me years to really get over or to really get to a point where I could be at peace with it. And I wanted to talk on forgiveness because I feel like it's something that it gets touched on, but it doesn't really get focused on like it should, because that's also a part of mental health, being able to have the sanity and the clarity you need to continue on. And for myself, I just want to be able to live this life at peace and be at harmony with who I am, regardless of people's perception of me or anything that may cause me to get out of line of where I want to be at. So anybody out there, just realize that it may take you a long time and you may never forgive certain people for certain things they've done to you. But if you can look in your heart to find a way to let go of that anger that you have or find ways to channel that energy into something positive, then that's only going to be better for you in the long run. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying that I'm 100% sinner. I'm saying I'm somewhere in the middle, trying to get closer to a positive overall outlook for myself. And that's still something day to day. So I'm not condemning anybody, or I'm not saying you're wrong if you don't forgive anybody. But for myself personally, I understand that it's hard to really focus on what you're trying to do and get to where you want to be at if you're still thinking on that action or situation that took you away from where you feel like you should be at right now. And that's just my only bit of advice on that, because you figure out what works best for you at the end of the day. I can't change anybody's mind. Only that I can do is try to give you a different source of information or an opinion that you can maybe take a piece from that and utilize that as best you can. Because I understand for myself, when I was able to let go of certain things, I felt on the inside, I felt free. I didn't feel clogged up. I didn't feel like my mind was just drowning in my thoughts, because no matter the smile I put on or no matter how productive I was, I still feel like something was holding me back. And, that was my purpose of wanting to bring up this discussion today. I wasn't going to be long. I just want to get straight to the point and not just come and just casually talk about just things that really don't have to do with the topic, because that's what a lot of people sometimes do. Then they try to actually give you the real message. And by that time, you have lost complete interest in whatever they're saying. So I just try to be direct and forward with what I'm trying to bring across. But I just want everybody to know out there that having peace and being able to wake up each day knowing that you have nothing that's limiting you or holding you back, that's one of the greatest feelings in the world. And we all should be able to feel that. We all have things that we go through that nobody will understand, or some people won't even care to understand. But just know that you do have people out there that's willing to listen. You do have people out there willing to share advice. But if you're not willing to be open to listening or be open to discussing ways to better yourself with other people, then, that's on you, because you, at the end of the day, going to decide if you're going to be a better version of yourself or you're going to turn out to be an even worse version of yourself as you get later on in your years. But I just want to let people know that forgiveness is very important. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of you just letting the person continue to walk over you. It's letting that spirit, that energy that was embedded in you, to be able to be released, so that way you can go on and be the best version of yourself you can be. And you can still be great even if you don't forgive it. And I understand that. So, because I know it's always people that, want to pick apart a message to get to what fits them best and what makes them feel like they don't have to change. But if you're wondering why you're hitting the same ceiling and you can't get past that, you might want to look at yourself first to figure out, are you really doing everything you can to open up your max potential? And that's kind of what I want to bring across today, with bringing up this topic. But, I was going to, just keep it short, because I will also have other discussions I will be talking on throughout this week, because I haven't really been doing the Mind of Ari podcast as of like the last week or so. So I just wanted to be able to come back and let people know that I still had a lot of different topics I wanted to discuss. And also, I wanted to be thought-provoking. I just don't want to regurgitate everything that's going on in the media, because we're living that and we're going through it every day. But I wanted to also talk on topics that affected us internally as well, besides everything that's pushed on us through the media or forced on us through other people and their own opinions. So, just also feel free to give me feedback or let me know if there's something I say that you didn't like or you liked, and we can, discuss that, because that's the whole point of having a platform where anybody that listens to me or subscribes to me, they can feel free to voice their opinion, because I'm not just a solo voice in this world. I have billions of other voices that are always around me. So I'm willing to listen and willing to discuss things so we can better each other. And that's what it's all about. So just understand forgiveness is important, and I hope that whatever you're going through, you'll be able to get through that and, not have it hold you back. But until next time and we discuss another topic, this has been another edition of the Mind of Ari podcast. And as always, stay safe, be blessed, and just treat the next person like you want to be treated. It may sound cliche, but we're not doing enough of that. So one small gesture can make a huge difference. So thank you so much. Be blessed.